Hey guys, it is Saturday morning. Let me see. It's not the morning anymore. It's almost noon, June 16th. I had a really bad day yesterday. I, it was fine for a little while. Earlier in the week, Roger and I had kind of a pretty serious discussion about, like, our marriage and, you know, that kind of thing. It's not gonna work. Does that help at all? I'll put you right there for now. Yeah, that just glares off my glasses. I found my old glasses too. The ones I got from Firmoo, like, they have a chip in one of the lenses, and I don't know how it happened. It was like something like flaked off. But so earlier in the week we had a pretty serious discussion, and that night this is how I cope with things apparently. That night I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken and I spent $50. I got a family meal of 12 chicken strips, and I got the chicken share, which is like some popcorn chicken. And so in my family meal, I got mashed potatoes with no gravy, green beans, and corn. And then I got the chicken share, and I got a small order of deep fried cheese curds and a diet root beer. The reason I drink diet soda is I don't like the real sugar taste from the regular soda. People are like, why are you going to fast food and order Diet Coke? Because I like the diet. I just like the flavor of it. Anyway, so I came home and I got on my computer and I started editing, and I ate the cheese curds and I drank probably most of the soda, and I put the rest in the fridge. And then Thursday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner I had KFC, and then Friday morning I had KFC. So it evened out over like 4 meals, and it came with biscuits, but I don't eat the biscuits, so I gave those to my boss, and I gave my boss a couple of the chicken strips because he was hungry. But still, it was like this very self-destructive behavior, which I was sort of proud of myself that I didn't get like mac and cheese and potato wedges that I wanted to get. I actually got green beans and corn, and I got mashed potatoes. I always get my mashed potatoes, no gravy. I don't like gravy. And so I was pretty proud of myself for doing that. And then yesterday I went to the grocery store, and they had fresh French bread out of the oven, buy one, get one free. And I got off at 2 o'clock yesterday. And so I went to the grocery store because I had to get things for the weekend. We're having a barbecue at my sister's house tonight. And so I got the French bread thinking, well, I'll just take it to my sister's house and I'll eat part of it tonight. I don't eat a lot of bread, but French bread, especially warm French bread, is like kryptonite for me. So I was like, okay. So I get out of the store and I get in my car and I go to start it, and Roger calls me. And so we start having a discussion again, and I kind of bring up the conversation from the other day because he had kind of shut me down when I was trying to talk to him about something. And we started the conversation again, and I sat in the Safeway parking lot for half an hour talking to him on the phone and crying. I really wanted to work things out, but I just don't know if we can. And I can't, like, I'm not going to tell you guys everything because you don't need to know everything about, like, our relationship. But there are things that happen that I can't forgive, and there are things that happen that I can't forget. And so I was in a really destructive mood yesterday. And the two ways that I cope with being in that kind of mood are sex and food. And so, this is why you guys are here, right? Because I'm honest, and I'm trying to tell you how I'm coping with things. And so when I got home, I texted a couple guys that I knew that if they were available would come over. And thankfully, neither one of them texted me back until later in the night, because that moment of wanting to do that lasted for only, I don't know, like half an hour or so. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not, because I talked about this in therapy with my counselor or whatever, that's how I cope with things. That's how I used to cope with things when I was younger too. And we've talked about that on the channel before. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to get on my computer and I'm going to edit. And I had brought the French bread in, and I ate like a quarter of the loaf probably, and then I closed it up and I put it out in the kitchen. And I got on my computer to edit, and it kept, like, the editing program kept shutting down, and it had done that to me a couple weeks ago. And so I texted my friend Sean and I was like, dude, this is not going well, like, what the hell? And so he was like, we're gonna have to reformat. And I knew that it was getting like full, but there wasn't that much stuff on there because I don't keep my videos or anything on there. And so, and I like defrag it all the time and get rid of, you know, worthless stuff. So I had to reformat my hard drive last night. Luckily there's 2 hard drives on my computer. There's my main hard drive, my C drive that holds like my operating system, and then my D drive, which is an SSD drive, which is faster, runs games better. And I had to format that one. So I had to get rid of all of my games, my editing software, all that kind of stuff. And I was supposed to do a Facebook Live last night, and I couldn't because it took 4.5 hours to reformat my hard drive. And so I couldn't do anything on my computer during that time. And so I turned on some music and I started deep cleaning my room, because I needed to take my mattress out anyway, because I have this new mattress from Nicely, and that needed to come in here. It had, you'll see the video, it had sat in my living room for 48 hours, and you know, because it's a memory foam mattress. And so I started deep cleaning and going through my drawers and getting rid of more clothing and going through my makeup and getting rid of expired stuff. And I felt really good. I got my mattress in here all by myself. I put the other one out in the living room because I think Roger's gonna take it. So instead of eating a ton of food and being self-destructive in a manner that I would normally do, I channeled that energy into doing something good for myself and organizing myself. And I'm still doing it this morning. Like, I have a big pile of paperwork in front of me that I need to go through, and I've got some stuff on my bed. I got magnets for this so I can put some of my makeup up like that. I have my pile of recipes here from all of my boxes, my meal delivery boxes, that I want to go through and make a plan on which recipes that I want to try out. And I made my bed with my new bedding. I got some unicorn bedding. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see it. And so it was kind of just kind of like refurbished, not refurbished, but like refreshed my space. And that's how I dealt with yesterday's, I wanted to be destructive, but I turned it into a positive. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I know I'm not the only one who goes through stuff like this. And the person that I normally turn to was busy. He was busy yesterday. My friend Will is the person that can talk me down from almost anything. And he was busy yesterday. He had to work. And then he went to a movie with his friends, and I can't be mad at him for that. I can't be like angry at him for like having a life and not being there for me 24/7. That's stupid. And I need to learn how to deal with this stuff on my own. And so I went to bed about 10:30 last night, and he finally texted me, and he's like, hey, are you okay? Do you want to talk about this? And I was like, no. Or he goes, or do you just want to forget about it? And I just kind of avoided the question. I was just like, well, how was The Incredibles? Because he went and saw Incredibles 2, and He's like, it was really good. And then I said, I want to see that. And then he didn't message me for like 5 minutes, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go to bed. And so I just messaged him and told him I was gonna go to bed, and he's like, well, I'm here if you need me, but you sound like you're done talking about it. And I was done talking about it. And the only reason I talk to you guys about it is because I like being transparent with you guys, and I like you guys to know what's going on with me. And so this morning, I have been re-downloading all of my programs on my computer. I was going to try to do the Facebook Live this morning, and I can't. Well, it's past noon now, but so no, I'm still organizing and going through stuff and trying to keep myself from being destructive. And if you have that type of behavior, and your destructiveness could be something you don't even realize you're doing. It could be spending a ton of money on, stuff you may not need, or justifying to yourself that you need to drink or something. And that was another thing last night. I was like, I kind of want to drink, but I know I'm drinking tonight with my friends and my family, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I don't want to be hungover to get drunk, you know what I mean, and not want to have fun with my friends. So it's how I deal with it, and I'm trying to find better and more healthier ways to deal with that kind of thing. And so I'm working really hard on that stuff, and again, I want to keep you guys in the loop, because a lot of you have told me that me speaking so freely about my mental health and how I deal with this kind of stuff is really helpful, and that makes me feel so good that I can help other people. That's all I ever want to do. I want someone to learn from my misery. So tonight, my friend Brittany's coming over about 3:30, so I'm going to have to get a shower in a little bit. And she's going to ride with me up to my sister's house. We're having a barbecue and bonfire party type thing. It's kind of for Father's Day. And yesterday I was talking to my sister on the phone yesterday morning, and it's the 40th anniversary of when Grease was released, and that is my mom's favorite movie. And she was like, oh, it'd be so cool if we could play it outside. And I was like, why don't we look into those projector things? She's like, yes, I'm driving, but you look into the projectors, and I'm gonna go to Walmart. And so I looked into some projectors, and they had projectors at Walmart that were less than $100, and so that's what she got her husband for Father's Day. And he speak of the devil. We're doing the photo thing like we did for my mom, for my dad, and apparently the photo place at the Walmart she sent it to is delayed, so she wants me to see if I can pick it up. Anyway, so she bought the projector, and he called me yesterday while I was at the grocery store, her husband, and he was like, I'm so excited about this projector, I'm setting it up right now. He's so excited to play drunk Mario Kart outside tonight. So I think that'll be really fun for summer to hang out in the backyard and play a movie on a big, she found a big white sheet, so I think that's fun. So that should be interesting tonight. I of course made Jello shots, because that's what I do. And I'm supposed to be making a potato salad. I better go do that pretty quickly too. And Roger's gonna be there, because they're his friends too. And he already called me this morning, and we talked about a few more things, and I didn't cry this morning, so we're going through this really difficult stage, and it's tough. And I know that Dizzy D, if you guys haven't checked out Dizzy D's channel, she's so fun and so lively, and her accent makes me smile. But she's been through something similar, and so she's, told me that I'll get through it. And I know I will. It's just, I never really wanted it to come to this. I always, in my head, thought that we would get back together, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. I know that a lot of you were really hopeful for that after my birthday, and I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know exactly what's going to happen, but right now in my heart, it feels like we're not going to get back together. So I just need to be productive and get my life together and, you know, make sure that I can do all this on my own. I need to learn to be an adult. And I mean, I've come so far in the last year and a half. And he said that to me this morning. He's like, I was really proud talking about you. We have this regular checker at the grocery store, and he saw me yesterday, and he saw Roger this morning. He's like, I was really proud to be talking about you, like all the good stuff that you're doing. And I was like, yeah, I've done a lot of stuff in the last year and a half, and it's crazy to think how much I've grown. So as of now, I'm going to turn my music back on because I had to turn it off to talk to you guys because hashtag demonetize. And so I'm going to turn my music back on and go through this pile and organize that stuff. Most of that stuff goes out into the kitchen area. So thanks for having this talk with me. Yeah, I don't know if this is the end of a video or what, but if it is, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys.